Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6, Stone Ocean Part 2, which will be on the first two episodes of Part 2 of Stone Ocean of JoJo, Now, I'm pretty sure you guys know what's going on here. As for me, I'm kind of really shocked and upset to see that Part 2 will get released at this time, almost the same time as Part 1 was released. I don't remember when Part 1 was released. If I remember correctly, last year, it was in December 2021, and we literally had to wait 9 months at most, if anything, to wait for part 2 to be, or the part 2 of the course to be shown up for part 2 for JoJo's part 6. You get what I'm saying. I don't feel very enthusiastic right now because of what Netflix is doing right now. To be honest with you, not gonna lie, even though I am complaining and ranting for a bit, I do not know how they got their hands on part 6 like this and they can release it at this kind of schedule. It's kind of annoying, if anything. So, I'm gonna start with episode 1 and then episode 2, Episode 2 of, JoJo's part 6, part 2, I mean, if anything, it's, episodes, 13 and 14. So, if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that the episode 13 opens up with Jolene being in trouble right now. She was in a situation where Hermes is injured, and later on, because of the trouble she caused, she gets sent to an ultra max facility detention prison whatsoever. In other words, it could be an isolation chamber in certain jail cells, I guess, and she's actually in a very tight pickle. But right now, after a few minutes here and there, we get to see how our antagonist, Pucci, or our father or something in JoJo Part 6 is trying to figure out how to obtain heaven, and then later on, we get to see an introduction of Hermes again about how her stand works, but she's been keeping an eye on Hermes. Hermes has been keeping an eye on someone called Sports Maximum or Sports Max whatsoever, and we get to know why down the road, because this guy is actually responsible for killing Hermes' elder sister Gloria Castello whatsoever, and this is we get to dive in a little bit of Hermes or Hermes herself to figure out why she is, what she's doing, especially why she's stalking this guy Sports Max, some blondie fool looking chick, But eventually she'll later on end up having to get him in a situation where he gets trapped, He gets trapped in a situation where he won't be able to get out of a pipe, Hermes therefore says, "You don't remember me? I don't care because I'm ending you right now," this kind of thing. However, it doesn't go as easily as planned, as in any battle in JoJo, I mean, if you guys been either reading the manga or been keeping up with the JoJo anime series, which I know I have, you'll understand that JoJo battles tend to last a little longer than just a sequential simple seconds fight. It lasts at least one episode or even 2 episodes at most. We have to it that Hermes did trap the guy, but the guy ends up chanting something which I don't care much about because we get to know more about his stand ability, which is later on shown down the road, We get to know that his stand ability eventually will later on be called Limp Viscid or something, Which apparently has the ability to call upon the dead. Well, it's complicated. It's certain corpses that are inanimate, I guess it'll come to life, Hermes actually went through a bird, which is a raven, which she managed to destroy, but now she's taking on a crocodile. And later on, we have to it that, our 2 heroines, if anything else, or girlfriends, however you want to say it. I mean, we all have our ways of, making, labels. Jolene and FF or Foo Fighter shows up to help her out, help Hermes out, They did have some trouble with the crocodile, but they managed to deal with it. However, that is just episode 13 or episode 1 of part 2 of part 6, I'm sorry to make it complicated, But you get the idea. Unless you're the manga reader or you watch all the episodes of JoJo Part 6 already, Part 2, you'll understand where I'm coming from. But that aside, now I'm going to get on to episode 14. So, episode 13 shows a little bit of what happened afterwards, FF does heal Jolene for a bit, and then Hermes is going after some guy named Sports Max because he's the guy responsible for killing, her elder sister. And we get to know about Hermes' backstory for a bit, and we get to know that she was, this strong, athletic girl who does not want to take over her, father's business or something, and then her elder sister always puts family before herself, saying, hey, at least you can help me out with this kind of thing, You and I are going to take over our father's business, However, Hermes is like, no, screw it, I don't care, I don't care about this business. I'm going to have a scholarship in track and field and run for the rest of my life, that kind of thing. Eventually, Hermes' sister Gloria would run into some kind of bad situation with the gangster Sports Max, He would later on kill someone, and then Hermes would run past him, and that he was planning to target her. However, Gloria, on the other hand, decides to become that victim, and then because of Gloria's death, etc., and the guy getting a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison, and the witness is not being very strong or very convincing, that's the sentence, and this upsets Hermes very much, and that she's going to deliver her own kind of justice, No matter what people say, no matter what they do, or even try to tell Hermes, she's not going to have any peace until she kills him, that kind of thing. That's her motivation in episode 13 and 14, And of course, I'm going to go on to episode 14, I'm sorry for the complication. Like I said, they defeat the alligator food fighters, that kind of thing. Jolene and Hermes managed to take care of the the invisible alligator, and we get to know about Limp Bizkit's power. We get to know how it works, like an inanimate object or something, or something about calling from the dead will later on want to go after blood. I guess it's like a zombification, invisible zombie stand attack or corpse attack. You guys get the deal. Yeah. We have to it that Sports Max was given a mission by Father, or should I say Pucci himself, whatever the heck his name is. I'll just call him Father because it would just be easy, All I know is that guy warned Sports Max, I know you can find this guy's bones somewhere in this prison, so you better start working now, or so help me, I will take away the ability that you have, that kind of thing. Eventually, Sports Max is trying to fulfill his duty, but sadly, though, it's not really working out. And because of that, Sports Max is actually already dead. He already drowned in that filthy water whatsoever, and it's already becoming very terrifyingly bad. He later on enters a cemetery and brings a woman there, and he ends up killing that woman whatsoever, And Hermes and Jolene will later on be entrapped in a graveyard site where the other prisoners must have died, whatever the case may be. You guys get the cue. Whatever the situation is this guy will later on do something crazy because he's hungry for blood and brains whatsoever, that kind of thing. Guess that's what happens when you're dead or something with a stand ability whatsoever. And then later on, Jolene and Hermes will later on corner the guy, or should I say he cornered them, because they're in the graveyard cemetery. And, his ability is to turn inanimate objects into zombified beings. And guess what? Jolene and Hermes are already in a very bad, nasty situation, so it sucks very badly for them. But yeah, you guys get the cue. That's if you watch part 2 of part 6 JoJo's episode, you guys, you get the idea. But that aside, Sports Max will later on actually almost kill Hermes, but Hermes knows what she's doing. Because if you guys remember her sticker ability, she could actually make a copy with the sticker, that kind of thing. And the way how she managed to do it is it was part of a trump card to defeat Sports Max, One time, the guy bit Hermes' face, but she managed to put a sticker on it, make a copy, managed to save herself. Later on, she put a sticker on Sports Max's head since it already came off. Like I said, he's already dead. And ends up managing to pummel him to oblivion and kill him once and for all. And 2 discs fall out, and it's all on it's all on the floor here and there. Then the post-credit scene of episode 14 plays out, and then ends up putting Jolene Cujo in a bad situation. So yeah. Okay, sorry for being very complicated. The first 2 episodes of JoJo's Stone Ocean Part 2 or something, the first 2 episodes involves fighting Sports Max and Ermi's backstory. Ermi's backstory, you know, we get to know that she actually had like maybe some rough life, I guess. The loss of her mother kind of like damaged her a bit, especially her father and so forth. And then like later on, she literally loses her elder sister to Sports Max because he killed her, and this brought her father into illness, and she lost everything, you know, that kind of thing. And Hermes wanted to have revenge at Sports Max for a very long time, and now she's gonna get it, you know. And the sentence maximum prison that he was gonna get was only 5 years after killing like Gloria Costello, you know, which is Hermes' elder sister. And therefore, like I said, Hermes cornered like Sports Max, trapped him in the pipe, and he drowned to death, you know. But he had a stand ability that allows him to turn inanimate objects into zombified beings, which apparently almost costed like Hermes a finger if it weren't for Foo Fighters helping out with the healing here and there, you know, etc. And then like an alligator or crocodile comes in, they manage to defeat it, and then later on they find Sports Max at a graveyard cemetery of the jail cell, and he almost got them cornered and about to kill them, but Hermes, using her copy ability of her sticker, you know, of her stand ability, she managed to like beat like Sports Max to death multiple times, and then later on he's finally annihilated, and she finally got her revenge. So I'm just gonna stick with the first 2 episodes of JoJo's Part 6, JoJo's Stone Ocean Part 2, you know, because it's better that way, and I'll start the next 2 episodes tomorrow. So until then, people. And speaking of which, Jolene is in high density pickle. Like I said, she's put into a nasty upgraded security facility with a bunch of these men being freaking horn dogs, if anything, if that's one way how to say it. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alphazito. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.